So my name is Duncan Spelman. I am the design manager with OE Electrics. Well, this is the latest product we've recently developed, and it's quite interesting. It's under the name of PIP. It's sort of been in the sketchbook for some time, principally because we developed a product called PIP many years ago, must be about 7 or 8 years ago, and we always had ideas about expanding the range, so to speak. Essentially, the principal difference between the PIP that we developed 8 years ago was to do with what we call a single gang unit, whereas this is obviously what we refer to as a 2-gang unit, and it also comes in the form of a 3-gang unit. I think what's quite interesting is that it all looks quite straightforward and quite simple, and to the end user, if you look at it, maybe yourself, I mean, you know, it doesn't look particularly interesting, no great shakes or anything, but I always say that when something looks particularly simple and particularly plain, I think you know you've arrived at the right point. You know you've got a suitable solution. It's not too complex or anything like that, and that's quite difficult to achieve, in my opinion. We're quite pleased with the result, really, because you can see we have 2 types of fascias. One of them is flat and one of them is inclined, which allows you to satisfy the different country requirements. But what the interesting thing about the product is that this single back box module can be mounted flush or parallel to the worktop surface, or it can be inclined over to satisfy the liquid ingress requirements. From my point of view, dare I say it, but the back is just as important and just as beautiful as the front. But that's where it has to be, because anything really, it's you have to view it as a piece of sculpture. And I can't remember who once said to me years ago when I was in college, you know, if you pick something up and you want to turn it round to understand what's going on around the back, because obviously it's a 3-dimensional project, you know you've done something right then. That's done something correct, should I say, because you just know you've done something correct because people want to investigate it further. But it's very important to us to have something that, even though it's not seen, it's concealed, it's very important that something's very clean and considered. And that's really what OE is all about, and that's what takes the time sometimes.